right off the bat, I lied to all of you Arena Plus subscribers. I told you Arena 12 was the last card of 2023, but here we are back again for Arena 13, 100% our last card of 2023. And as you can tell, we're not at the normal host gym of Droogs MMA. We are at Midworld Martial Arts in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. They're going to be our guest host for the day, and it's a beautiful gym. If you're in the area, you have to come check it out. And I'm here now with commentary. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Thanks, Jake. So my name is Jillian Peterson. I'm back here commentating again for Arena. I'm a black belt under NPR Endurance MMA, also an MMA matchmaker with Art of War Cage Fighting, and I'm joined here by Dylan Harnish.
Thank you. I'm Dylan Harnish. I train at a Midworld Martial Arts 10th Planet Bloomsburg. I'm a blue belt under the main event here, Eric Strasser. I'm an active MMA fighter, Mavericks Bantamweight champion, and USK's kickboxing champion.
And I'm Jake Noaker, your host. We're going to be with you all night for commentary. I will be interviewing each winner after their matches, and we have some incredible matches tonight. Let's stop talking and let's get this show on the road.
Hi, my name is John Lopez. I train out of 302 BJJ. I love you guys, and you guys are nice to me. I hope to bring a fun style. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy.
My name is Joshua Perazai. I train at Rigoro Gym in Rockland County, New York. I like the competition. This is a great rule set, and eventually I want to have these skills transferred to an MMA environment. I'm excited to be on this card with my coach, Anthony Gojani.
All right, guys, here we go. First up, out of the blue corner, Jonathan Lopez.
All right, we got Jonathan Lopez here. He has a 3-4 record here at Arena. He's kind of one of our staple grapplers. We've seen him a ton in here. His experiences in jiu-jitsu and MMA, and he's a blue belt.
And his opponent, out of the red corner, making his debut, Joshua Perezi de Silva.
All right, welcome Josh Perezi de Silva to the Arena Grappling Cage. He's a white belt from Rigoro Gym, right? His experience is in jiu-jitsu, and it looks like he is not a guard puller.
Yeah, he's a student under the main event, Anthony Gojani, and Anthony was hyping him up. I'm excited to see what Josh brings, but I've trained with Jonathan Lopez before, and he's certainly no slouch.
Yeah, and Jonathan's really experienced here, you know, and especially going against a white belt with maybe not as much experience as himself. So let's see how this goes.
Excited to be at the new gym, though. Dylan, this place is great. What's it like training here every day?
It's great. It's close. I only got a half-hour drive. Great facility here.
Yeah, it looks like the cage is a little bit bigger, you know, than
Yep.
kind of what we're used to. So we're going to see a lot more of the grappling action, maybe a little less of the work on the fence.
Well, yeah, Droogs is a 20-foot cage, I believe, and this is 25. So this is the size of the UFC Apex Center. This is a big cage. These guys we're going to see some new styles tonight.
Yeah, so even Josh, his little tidbit that he gave us, saying that he only pulled guard a total of pulled guard in a total of 3 street fights. So...
Three street fights?
3 street fights.
Oh.
That's what it says. I mean, we don't have street fight record for him, so...
That's still impressive, though.
Best base for combat sports.
He could be 0-3 in those street fights. We do not know.
He could be. We don't have that record.
And it's going to be interesting to see what kind of style and what approach Josh brings, because he's never been here before. Jonathan clearly knows how to work through these rounds, and it's exciting to see any debut against someone so experienced.
I had a match at Arena 12 with Jonathan Lopez, and it was
Yes,
a
you
tough
did.
match. We went to the 25 minutes total, the 10-minute overtime. So I'm intrigued to see if one of them is going to be able to get a finish.
He's strong, and his top control is good, right?
Very strong. I was able to get to his back a couple times, but he's impossible to get the hooks in on. So
Yeah, and also since this is the endurance format, you know, we're going to see, 3 matches against them, plus maybe a possible overtime. So we're not going to see, probably super scrambling matches for the first 5 minutes, just because they do have to make sure that they have enough energy for the following 2 after that.
And now Josh is working on a triangle here. See if John can get the posture, if Josh can start working that leg.
Yeah, so he's
He
got...
locked this up already this early. It
Quick.
took me a long time to even get any offense off on Jonathan. So
Yeah, and it's kind of an opposite side triangle, though. Normally they would have the lock side over the arm that's stuck in between his legs. But now we see Jonathan's hiding his arm, so we see him trying to fish for that Kimura. But we see him move right into a mounted triangle.
good.
So, oops, pulling his head
He's
towards
working
him.
the choke.
Yeah, that looks tight.
And Josh has only been training jiu-jitsu for 6 months, which I think is very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, and hey, I'll say that he's got the body style for sport
Very long,
jiu-jitsu.
yep.
Like long legs, really lanky, as you can see from this triangle that he had him locked in. You know, it's going to be really hard for Jonathan to escape it just because it's so locked in right now.
It's very tight.
I was talking to him prior to the match during warm-ups. He had anticipations of fighting in MMA as well, so
Nice.
getting in the cage here is going to be super helpful.
Nice.
Jonathan switches to the top again, but it's still in.
Yeah, so again, because that lock is on the opposite side, sometimes it is a little bit harder to get the finish when the lock isn't on the right side of it. But now he has this underhook on
he's
underneath the leg.
Jonathan's out.
Oh,
He has great defense. Anything I was able to mount any offense on him, he was kind of able to.
yeah, you see,
scramble
he's
his way out of
super
it.
calm. Like, he does
Yeah.
not try to just, like, spaz and panic out of things, because usually that kind of leads you down to this even worse rabbit hole where you're going to get stuck in something different. But he waited for the exact right moment to be able to escape, and now he's in the top position now. But again, we have the fence that's kind of a little bit in the way.
Oh, they're already huffing. I love it.
Speaking from experience, being on the bottom of Jonathan Lopez is not the most ideal spot to be.
I can also speak from that experience, not in competition, but from practice. Exhausting. We didn't put the clock up this round, so I don't know how much time we got left, but this has been a good round. Each person's had time to control.
Yeah, so you see Lopez, like, he still has this top, half guard, trying to isolate the arm a little bit, maybe go for like a head and arm choke. But you see Josh is kind of able to use the limbs. He's using the cage to kind of go a little inverted to kind of escape there.
Feel it out.
Up close, smothering each other. Not a lot of space to breathe.
Yeah, that's the one hard part, up against the cage is, it's hard to factor that in sometimes, when you're, looks like we got a buggy choke
Josh
attempt.
mentioned the buggy choke before the match, too.
Yeah, but you see Jonathan's doing the right thing, trying to push his head away, try and get a little bit of space. When you start to frame, that's kind of how you escape. Looks.
And there's the first round. Got a clock going this round, so we know what's going on. But that was an even round. They each had time to try to implement what they wanted from the top position. And stalemate.
Yeah, it was definitely, they were both just feeling each other out like that round. So now we're probably going to see a completely different second round. They kind of know what each other is going for a little bit.
Yeah, they both were able to mount up a little bit of offense. More defensively from Jonathan right off the wrap.
Yeah, so I feel like the second round, you're going to think Jonathan probably wants to stay out of that closed guard of Josh just because, with the long legs, he was really able to snap on that triangle really easily. So
For being a white belt, he got his way into submissions pretty
Oh, yeah.
quickly, pretty fluently.
yeah.
And he was telling me before the match that, I didn't want to say this loud while they were right here, but he hasn't really trained in a month. He's worried about his gas tank a little bit, not sure how it's going to hold up, but he seems fine coming into round 2.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out if there's no submissions getting into that overtime. Speaking from experience, that
Ooh.
overtime is something.
Oh, yeah. I can't. 3 5-minute rounds back to back to back's brutal, and then followed by 10 minutes of overtime. No, thank you.
That was a beautiful, Superman style, escape off the fence. Jonathan really tried to push him up against the fence, and you saw he was able to kick the fence as he was trying to escape.
And Jonathan's pretty deep on the leg. He's going to try to get a single leg with it.
Yeah, so now we've got this 50-50 position here. But you see Jonathan's trying to use a little bit more of the offense from it. But like I said, this is 50-50. They both can have the same offense from this position. So it's pretty much you're protecting your own legs and seeing who can come out on top of this.
Jonathan definitely has a lot of experience just in arena alone, battling legs. I mean, I've seen him come to the shorts he's wearing, Drug's MMA, their leg lock class, so he has the experience. And again, this is all new for Josh here. We haven't seen it, so it's exciting just to see what these athletes bring to arena.
Yeah, and you don't know what type of leg lock arsenal, a white
Right.
belt might have. Just because normal competition, white belts can only do straight ankle locks.
Yes.
But here, they can do full heel hooks. So we don't know how much defense, he might have for this. And he just confirmed what we just said.
Josh says he hates legs, so. Well, hey, I mean, he's being honest and he's still competing in there. He said, if you can't hear on the commentary, he said he's a white belt. Doesn't really know what's going on, but he's making it
For
work.
hating him, his defense looks pretty good so far. He doesn't seem to be in any.
He's fine.
Yeah,
adamant
and I
danger
kind of
yet.
I think like Jonathan almost was setting up like similar to like a Mikey lock because he had that foot next to his jaw there for a little bit.
And Coach Gojani over here is clearly confident in Josh's leg game. So
Oh, looks like he's got a bite.
There's a
Oh,
tap. Lopez cranked on the heel. So
Second
that's-
round finish.
Yeah, second round, 2:15 for Jonathan Lopez by heel hook. This goes into round 3, so we'll see if Josh can get a submission. If not, Jonathan's going to take it, but Josh does have an opportunity to send it to that dreaded overtime.
I do think vocally the blue corner said how much is he blue corner, red corner?
Who we get, Josh?
Yeah.
Josh is
Josh red corner.
He spoke about not liking the legs, and it seemed like that's where Jonathan was having the most success. So he might want to roll back right into
Right.
that.
Yeah. He's got to, think that, hey, that wasn't the only round that he had with him. You got to think, later on. So when you kind of just exclaim what your weakness is.
And here we go, round 3. Josh needs a submission to send it to overtime. Jonathan just needs to survive.
They got to expect Jonathan to come out strong here. He doesn't want another overtime.
No.
Yeah.
No. He knows a lot about overtime, let me tell you. And Jonathan, I mean, this is his 8th, 9th match with Arena. He's had draws, losses. He's had an odd streak, and I know he wants to get back in the win column, so he's going to be motivated to work very hard this third round.
Yeah, I believe that. He might be able to get a finish here. I had the draw with him, and it's going hard in that long of a battle and ending in a draw. Nobody wants that,
No,
especially
yes.
how tough the matches get the longer they go on.
Yeah, so we kind of know from that first one that he probably doesn't want to play in the guard of Josh, but
But if I'm John, I'm going right back to legs, which is
As he
exactly,
did
which
right
he's
away.
kind of fallen right back to it.
Yeah, I mean, just being a white belt myself, just put me in there with any belt above me with legs, I'm done. I just, I know 3 submissions. That's it. But Josh did a good job surviving. He made it most of the round.
Yeah, John decided to disengage off of that because he didn't quite have that Ashi locked in so that he could go for maybe like a straight ankle or a heel hook, but tried to go for the pass instead. But now he's just caught back into Josh's closed guard.
And yeah, just different strategies here because John, he doesn't really even need a submission with the rule set. So you're going to have to see Josh turn the pace up once this round gets a little deeper. We're about a minute and a half in.
Yeah, Josh has really got to force the submission here from closed guard. You can see what he did before. And, John was trying to keep the distance. He was trying to create some space. But with Josh's long legs, he's not going to be able to break open that closed guard just by pushing away.
In the first round, he had a good active guard. He locked up that reverse triangle a little bit, so he has to get kind of desperate here and throw something up.
Yeah.
Took a big deep breath there.
Oh, he's feeling
Talking
it.
about his cardio.
He's feeling
earlier,
it,
yeah.
But, I told Josh, he said, do you have any advice before the match? And I said, I don't worry about top control. Don't worry about playing it safe. If you're down, dude, go for a risk. That's the whole game of Arena. You need a submission, and he has 2.5 minutes to find one. So try something crazy.
And as he told me, he wants to step in the cage with gloves and fight MMA, so this is a good atmosphere for him, getting in the cage and getting able to work, seeing what it's like having somebody on top of you in a cage.
Plus, just any experience, is good experience. So it's whether it's MMA or grappling, whatever your goals are, just any type of competition is going to help you no matter what.
And he's staying active on the bottom. Little up kick, MMA.
He's getting ready. He'll be ready.
Ooh, reverse.
Trying for a little bit of an inverted triangle there.
Yeah, he knows he's down now. He's putting that second wind on. Yeah, deep water experience is good in any realm of MMA. About 2 minutes left.
Yeah, so, Josh needs to finish here, but he's not going to be able to find it, just kind of staying postured down inside of John's closed guard.
Yeah, you got a hop guard.
Yeah, Jonathan's legs are open now. If he's going to go for a pass, now would be a good time.
Yeah, but it looks like he's got a little bit of a shoulder crunch on the other side, so it's hard for Josh to kind of posture back up. I think he's maybe trying to use it for a little bit of a sweep, or now he's just switching back into like closed guard. But he had a nice little, arm control from that shoulder crunch for a while.
Yeah, even though it doesn't look like Jonathan's doing much, he's doing a good job at taking his base away. He's not able to posture up or anything, and he's off balance in his hips.
I mean, what an arena debut on like less than a week's notice as a white belt taking on Jonathan Lopez, who's a blue belt, but everybody I train with says he should be a purple belt. Crazy.
I said that after my match with him. I was surprised that he was still just a blue belt. It was one of my toughest matches that I had.
Yeah, he's no slouch, so props to Josh for coming in here and making it a competitive match.
Finally getting our first bit of cage work here, getting the cage walls in use.
1 minute left.
Minute left. It's time to start jumping some guillotines, trying some crazy stuff. If you're Josh.
Nothing I love more than seeing somebody jump for a guillotine.
John Strong. That's not an easy one to jump.
Yeah, it was like you saw he had that high crotch for a little bit, but
Your match was great. Your guys' match was awesome. It was a long one, but it was awesome.
It was long.
Oh, and he's got a second chance.
He has to leave it all out here right now. Almost 30 seconds left.
30 seconds. Josh is looking for a miracle, and he's got the position.
yeah, he's looking to maybe take his back, maybe start going for an arm.
I will tell you, I got in the same position with Jonathan, and getting both hooks in is almost impossible.
He's a rock.
Built like a Ninja Turtle. He really is.
Ninja Turtle Lopez. Love it. Oh! Josh is really putting everything he's got into it.
He's going for it. He has 20 seconds to work.
John says he's so
See a thumbs up by Lopez there. He says he's good.
Oh, you love the effort though. With only 5 seconds to
and
go,
this victory's his.
could have accepted position. Said nope. Gonna give it my all. But that's gonna be a Jonathan Lopez victory, ladies and gentlemen. What a match! Hold on 1 second. And your winner, out of the blue corner, Jonathan Lopez. Great match, guys.
You want to do the next one at all, or you want me to do it?
I'll let you stick to that. Okay. If you want to do second, I'll follow up on it or whatever.
Jonathan Lopez, welcome back to the win column. How good does that feel, man?
Feels good. I felt like I haven't talked to you forever.
I mean, we talk all the time, but not in this capacity. It has been a bit. And, I mean, tough debut, white belt coming in on like less than a week's notice. How'd he feel? Because commentary, we were saying the whole time, doesn't look like a white belt and a blue belt. Looks like 2 purple belts. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah. He felt very strong in there. He's very long. He was very strategic. I like that. All around good debut. So props off to him. I tips my hat off to him.
And then, I'm commentating with Dylan Harnish, who you actually went against last time in a grueling draw. A lot of respect between you two. He was just commenting on how strong you are in there, your top control, how hard it is to get hooks in on you. Like, what do you attribute that to? Like, what do you do in training to have this sort of, brutalizing, bullying style?
Just give it my all every time during training. Just go in or go home. It's my motto.
And then, that was your 9th or 10th match with Arena. You're one of our most decorated athletes. 2024 right around the corner, man. What plans you got with Arena?
Hopefully that 155 belt.
Coming for a strap, eh?
Yeah. Hopefully it comes next year, and I want to be a part of that.
Well, we coined a new nickname for you. You are now Jonathan the Ninja Turtle Lopez. So, Ninja Turtle, congratulations, and enjoy the win column. Jonathan Lopez, ladies and gentlemen.
Jack Sudeth out of Calvert MMA. I'm coming back to Arena because I feel like it's the best rule set to show off the way I like to grapple. Like, you guys are doing it right, so I'm just glad to come here whenever I can. I mean, yeah, dude, it's cool. You guys are doing it right with like all this kind of games and camera and like promo you guys are doing. Like, no one else is really putting in that effort and time, so it's pretty obvious I want to be with you guys.
I'm Oscar Garcia Jr., competing out of Midwood Martial Arts, 10th Planet Bloomsburg. I'm just trying to stay busy. I'm an MMA fighter, but I want to stay competing, keep the ring rust off. As a professional MMA fighter, I'm a big fan of the 3-5s. I like the cage concept. I'm really excited to showcase my cage grappling and put on a show for all the Arena fans. I hope you guys enjoy my art.
Blue corner. Taking the shirt off right now. Jack Sudeth.
All right, Jack Sudeth is from Calvert MMA. He's a blue belt. He believes he's Arena's best blue belt. His experience is in jiu-jitsu. He's also 1 and 2 coming into the Arena, and the online poll that we had has him at 61% favorites.
And making his debut, his opponent, Oscar Garcia Jr.
Right, Oscar Garcia Jr. He is from this home gym, Mid-World Martial Arts. Oscar is also a professional MMA fighter, a blue belt, and he says that he has strong cage wrestling and top pressure.
Sydney and Zania on deck. Oh, I've never seen Oscar grapple, but I can say right now I'm a big Jack fan. He always brings an exciting pace and style to arena. And he got a nasty bloody nose in his debut.
Oscar would like to give him another one.
Yep, probably. And this is Oscar's, home cage, so he's no stranger to this.
This is where Oscar wants to take it.
Yeah.
His MMA experience is above and beyond most people's. The cage work is his strength.
Especially as a pro MMA fighter, this is where you got to take it. Up against a cage, where you can get takedowns and you can just make it your world.
Yeah, you MMA fighters, you guys are mean grapplers.
He's the epitome of that. I have to deal with this 4 times a week. So
Yeah, and so for Jack, it's much harder to try and get up, to work to get up when you have a cage in the way. So if this is not something you're used to working with, it's a little tiring. It's a little troublesome trying to troubleshoot. Ooh,
A bit of a slam there.
just a little slam.
Call it an aggressive takedown.
Yeah.
I like slams.
Yeah,
That's
right.
fine.
It was a good, it was a good slam though. It was a good takedown.
The
It was
ref
a good
allows it,
takedown.
I'll allow it.
Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I mean, because it's a takedown. That's not like a slam, like he's trying to spike out of,
No, that was
like a
just
triangle or
power
anything.
takedown. This cage compared to Droog's though. It has more like pop to it.
Yeah. So we see Jack like he's working kind of like butterfly hooks off of the bottom there.
Yeah, and if you're Jack, coming out in this second, do you even try to wrestle?
no.
Just pull that guard.
Instantly,
Yeah.
Dylan's having flashbacks. No,
said no.
no.
I mean, that gave me PTSD
From
right there,
from his
so.
experience, absolutely not. Yeah, so you see Oscar's not giving Jack like any wiggle room.
Nope.
No room to breathe, no room to escape up against the cage here. So this is again the big difference of trying to grapple inside of a cage.
There is no space under there. His top pressure and his ability to stay tight is
Insane.
unworldly. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and he is really just controlling the whole game right now. And, we're about halfway through the first round. Only bit of critique I have, as a white belt, but more so as an arena watcher, is got to go for a little more offense, which is hard to do your first time in with your first 3 minutes inside the arena cage.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially with him throwing up buggy chokes and things like that. You can tell that you have to be a little bit careful.
But he's in full mount now.
yeah.
And I will tell you from experience, his head and arm choke is crazy.
Well, he's got 2 minutes to find it here, and Jack creates some space. But yeah, you can he is a very heavy guy on top. Oscar's heavy.
Yeah, it was like Jack was able to work his way up against, the cage, and you see Oscar is already diving right into a really strong double leg here, and we might see another aggressive takedown.
I was
Yep,
going to say,
good
once he
takedown.
gets his hands locked up against the cage, it's almost impossible
it's
to stop.
happening.
You have
Like-
to just accept it at that point.
And he's got control of Jack's head here. Oh,
Yes,
switching
spins
to an
around for an
arm.
arm bar. All right, so you
Jack.
see Jack stacked him, but he's still got Oscar
And
still
he-
finished this. Ooh,
Switching to a leg, though. Jack did a great job getting out of that and switching position.
he did, but good. Wow. These
are the
scrambles are
smaller guys. This is
ferocious.
where the scrambles are coming into play here.
And to think, this is just round 1. And they're already at this pace.
And now Jack has an arm stuck into an arm around the chin, too.
Yeah, and so you see,
Good defense.
yeah, and you see Oscar, he pushed himself up against the cage because, that's his
Ooh,
world.
Ezekiel.
Ooh. Because he knows, Oscar knows that, it up against the cage, it takes away a lot of Jack's offense, because he's limited to only certain submissions. Also, he's more comfortable trying to stand up and how to wall walk and everything back up.
Yeah, because just based on how the first half of that round went with and now again, how controlling Oscar's been, if I'm Jack and I get any second in a controlling position, I'm attacking submissions, which is kind of what we saw.
Yeah, you have to. I'll tell you, Oscar could keep this grinding pace
For the
whole
entirety.
entirety of the match.
Yeah, oh,
Good attempt at grabbing an ankle.
I know, but Oscar was a little too quick and he escaped
Yep.
pretty fast out of that.
About 30 seconds left here.
All right, so you see a nice little De La Riva attempt, just really trying to get Oscar's legs. So Jack stands back up. We're going to see if Oscar's going to try and push him up against the fence again.
A great match so far. High
Excellent
pace.
match.
Ooh, wrestling.
That's
I
the
love
MMA
it.
wrestling coming.
I love it. Jack smiling. Sorry, Jack. It was a nice takedown. What can I say? Great first round, though, man. That was awesome. Oscar came out hot. Jack found some space, showed he was competitive, and we saw some wrestling in the round.
I'll tell you, it's so hard commentating these guys that you spend all day with. I'm here shaking and wanting to coach.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You get so nervous watching your friends compete, no matter what. So,
Oh, yeah. Whenever, like, AJ or Cat rolls, I hate it. It's stressful. And now I'm friends with people here. It sucks. MMA was more fun when I didn't have any stake and I didn't know anybody and I was just a fan in my basement. And then you get involved.
And then you never get out.
Exactly.
And then you never get out.
No, you're never leaving. Sorry, you get sucked in.
Yeah, but whatever. It's a fun thing to be sucked into, and these boys are going to show it right now.
Start round 2.
Here we go.
All right.
0-0, heading into round 2.
Yeah, so the first round was a draw. So what do you think either of them is going to have to do different this round?
I think Oscar needs to do what he did, wrestle, get on top, but I think he needs to be more aggressive in his submission attacks. Jack,
I agree with that.
I think Jack needs to find space, and that's very hard to do. But when he found space, he
Ooh.
was in positions like this.
Went for a nice little
He's
rolling
free, though.
knee bar out of there, but Oscar was able to escape.
That was Jack's best attempt there.
That was.
That was a good attempt at the legs.
Yeah, I mean, because it's no secret. Jack's not. I don't think Jack's gonna out wrestle Oscar.
No.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But can he catch him in jiu-jitsu? Absolutely. So he's just got to figure out how. Because Oscar, man, is strong. Did Oscar, was he a wrestler?
Yeah, he wrestled in high school a little bit. He has a boatload of MMA fights.
Yeah.
Amateur and professionally.
Oh, yeah.
So
Push on his leg. Push on his.
Oh,
And now
you see Jack's
Jack's
trying to.
an arm.
Oh,
He's dragging that elbow in.
he had like a triangle locked in. It wasn't super deep. It was barely over his shoulder, and that's why he was pulling on the arm.
Oscar right in his side.
Looks like he was thinking about a buggy choke there. But you see Oscar really heavy. His hip is connected to Jack's hip, so it's really hard for Jack to try and shrimp out or move out of the way. He's got this heavy cross face going on, making it really uncomfortable for Jack to even try to move. Oh, he's got a nice little Darce set up here. So,
He
except
was there for a second, but now he's
Was-
got
he drops on the guillotine. That's
That's very
tight.
deep.
That is tight.
wow.
As soon as that was in, I knew that was
Yeah, that
gonna
was
be
a tight
trouble.
one.
So there is one round for Oscar. 134 with the guillotine from Top Mountain.
And all these guys, this is their home. They're coming out here to compete. They don't want to draw in their own gym, in their cage. They're coming out here to compete, every one of them.
Yeah.
I promise that for the rest of the people that are competing out of this gym.
It's going to be it seems like it's going to be a very competitive night for Mid-World MMA. This is a great gym, and these competitors certainly train hard.
Yeah, and you saw a beautiful transition by Oscar there. So it's like, he went for that Darce, and Jack defended it the right way. He went, he turned into it, but then Oscar just transitioned immediately to that guillotine.
Yeah, so round 3, Oscar's got 1 point coming in. Jack's going to need one if they want to see an overtime. All Oscar has to do is survive or find another submission.
He's not in here to survive, I'll tell you that. He's going to look for
He's
that.
hunting.
He's going to look for that other finish. I can guarantee you that.
Well, he's already
He might
in on the
even
legs.
be even more aggressive here now that he knows he has a 1-point lead. And,
Last- Oh, what a freaking takedown. Jack didn't love it, but he's working on his own choke.
Yeah, because unfortunately, I think Jack was really trying to fish for the neck a little bit when
Yeah.
Oscar was trying for a takedown. So that kind of left him open for that really aggressive takedown.
Yeah.
Oscar has a head and arm grip here. If he's
Yes, he
able
does.
to pass over to the other side, I'll tell you, from being in there, it's not a fun time. It's going to be hard to get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a good spot to be with 4 minutes of the round either, and it looks like he's trying to set up a Darce. Yeah, Jack's trying to create space, but Oscar
Yeah,
is
Oscar's
just
got that body lock that's just a
right
relentless
to the
body
back
lock.
with the hooks in.
He's got, I
Working
think
on
he's
a
got
rear
a
naked
choke
choke.
locked in. Can't quite see from here, but
Fighting the hands, but it was in there for a second.
yeah, I think, and you see Jack kind of on Oscar's legs there, like trying to see, because you see Oscar, I think, has his ankles crossed. So Jack's trying to do,
Jack's
you
trying to
know,
break
kind of
him.
that straight ankle lock with his own legs.
Start taking your right hand to one of his wrists. There you go. There you go.
About 3 minutes 15 left in this round, and yeah, Jack, if he wants to find his way in overtime, he's got to figure something out quick.
Yeah.
Not in a good position to do so.
No, it does just seem in the scrambles, Oscar's just one little step ahead with the MMA grappling
Yep.
and stuff like that outside of the jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah, the control has been incredible.
Yeah, he's super smothering. Like, his transitions are just on point.
And he's not even sweating that much. Like, what is that? Usually guys, especially with their shirt off, are just soaked. This guy could probably go another 5.
Ooh, you see Jack open up a little bit of the closed guard, maybe trying to go for that arm bar or something there, but Oscar was wise to it, popped out, able to pass his guard easily.
Ooh, Jack's trying to set up
Oh,
triangle leg action.
oh,
And right away, right back in on the offense.
yep.
Immediately.
Yeah, he's leaving a little too much space, you know, when he's trying to dive for Oscar's leg.
Jack trying to take down on his own.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. This is a good wrestling match too. And man, Jack with 2 minutes left is really going for broke. You love to see it. But Oscar right to the back. Beautiful reversal.
Yeah, you see, like, Jack ended up in kind of this awkward, almost like reverse top mount, but
he got his
his
legs
legs, yeah.
I've never been tired.
We have some talkers in the cage tonight, as you can tell.
There's that head and
I
arm
think this
choke.
is going to be a wrap here. This is almost nearly impossible to get out of.
Oh,
Let's see
Yep.
if Dylan's promotion is correct. Will he get the tap with the choke? Because it's in.
You can go mount and then triangle. Once you stand on the phone, bicep. You can go bicep.
Looks like he let his hands go.
Yeah,
He's
he
let go
did.
of the grip a little bit. Maybe get back to mount and readjust.
yeah, that's the nice thing about the head and arm choke, though.
Where?
What?
Went like this to his hip, man.
Potential possible tap. Little
But he didn't even have a submission locked in.
Keep going. They were naked.
What?
Or get an arm triangle. Not an arm.
the head arm, but my
arm.
There was a potential tap. They're going to
Yeah.
keep going. No tap. And Oscar says, let's keep going. And Eric saw a tap over here. A little controversy. Well, they get the gentleman's go. They're going to take it right back.
Yeah, I do think.
I don't know. I think Jack was maybe like trying to push off of
he
the hip,
went to go use
you
the
know,
hip
because
as
it didn't
a
look like
push off.
Oscar really had.
Well, Jack's
it
out.
still
He's got
locked
time to
in.
Well, it
make
looks
up
like
for
he's
it.
going to get another
Oh, man, that went tight
high
there.
elbow.
Oh, that's nice little Marcelo team that we got here.
Oh,
He's going for
switching
the
into a little
ninja. I
ninja.
love it.
Oh,
oh boy. There it
there we
is.
go.
work.
That's a definitive tap there.
I love the gentleman's. Let's just run it back, though. I love that. And your winner out of the red corner, Oscar Garcia, Jr. Oscar, what a debut. Congratulations. How's it feel to be 1-0 in Arena?
Feels great. I always like being undefeated.
Well, you come from an MMA background, and you know your teammate Dylan Harness over there is talking you up the whole time, telling us all the ins and outs, and we saw it on display. So I guess, what do you attribute that style to? Like, how does MMA translate over to arena grappling?
Well, you guys saw I was pushing towards the cage. I really feel comfortable there. MMA fighter, you know, I'm comfortable up against the cage. Heavy pressure too. You're able to nullify people's attacks a lot when you put their head up against the fence. Takes away their angles and stuff. So that's my game, you know.
We saw a first in here tonight, which I really liked. Not the first controversial, questionable tap, but we did see that here. But we saw the first ever gentleman's, hey man, no worries, let's run it back. So a lot of competitors that happens to, they're saying, no, he tapped, I'm going to take that dub right there. Why do you want to run it back? Why the respect like that?
Oh, dude, I'm here to compete. That's plain and simple. I'm just here to get after it. Scrap. I love a good scrap. Thank you to my opponent for staying tough and giving me a good looks.
Arena 2024, you going to be back? What plans you got?
I'm probably gonna do an MMA fight earlier in the year, but I'm trying to stay busy. I'll compete again. I like it here. This is a nice setup. I always love slamming people and shit. Yeah.
Well, no slams in arena, but you know, we're doing
Takedowns, slam takedowns.
hard takedowns.
Hard
Oscar Garcia Jr., congratulations. Welcome to Arena Grappling.
Hi, my name is Zania Walker, but most of you know me by Z, and I am out of Riverfront Jiu-Jitsu in Wilmington, Delaware. It's a fun environment. I really like the rules set. My first arena grappling match was at the Drew's Gym. Really good vibes. It was fun, and yeah, I'm excited to be back. Yeah, thank you guys for always hyping us up, always being excited to see our matches. It's always good to have fans and people rooting for you, especially as women. So as the sport grows, I hope the women following grows, and just really excited for you guys to see what we have.
My name is Sydney Lehman, and I train out of Midworld Martial Arts, 10th Planet Bloomsburg. A couple of my teammates have competed at it, and it came to my home gym, and it seems like a really cool format, and I was excited to give it a try. Yeah, we do 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, so I hope to be bringing that style to the table, and thanks for watching. I hope I give you a good match.
First up, out of the blue corner, Zania Walker.
All right, we got Z here. She is 1-0 here in the arena grappling cage. She's from Riverfront Jiu-Jitsu, a blue belt, and she was recently on the all-women's card.
And her opponent, making her arena debut, Sydney Lehman.
Right, Sydney here making her debut. She is from Midworld Martial Arts here at this home gym. She's a blue belt. She's a Finishers Open champ, and her experience is mostly in jiu-jitsu.
All right, go commentate. I mean, go coach. We're losing Jillian. She's got to go coach. Got to go
Two-man booth now.
Two-man show, two women in the cage. Let's get it on. And Sydney's arena debut, heavy pressure already, a little wrestling off the bat. Ooh! Nice takedown by Zania.
Sydney has a good rubber guard here. I'm sure it's not going to take long for her to get right to it.
Yeah, and Sydney's another one out of Midworld. She is her home cage, so she's no stranger here. And Dylan is no stranger to her. She likes to play guard.
Very good rubber guard.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, she's already got the rubber going. This is my first time seeing either of these ladies grapple, but you know, I like the wrestling to start, and I like the heavy top pressure, and I like the rubber guard from bottom. They're active everywhere.
Yeah, she's going to definitely stay active, even if she's on her back or on top. I do anticipate her spending a lot of her time on the back here. She likes to work the guard and stay active.
And this arena card's interesting. It's a little bit smaller. There's only 10 competitors here today, so it was very intimate. They were hanging out before the card. Everyone was friendly. It was all good vibes. So it's cool when you get to see that compared to when it's a Droogs and there's 50 people in the room, and it's just different.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we had a match fall through. I was excited to watch Cockle compete.
Cockle is and Toscano is off, and Sydney's looking at a triangle from the bottom here.
Yeah, if she's able to control her right leg and put that into the knee pit a little bit, that's going to get tight.
Z's doing a good job keeping space with her elbow, but it's getting tighter.
Yeah, there she has. She has it locked in the knee pit here.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Oh, and she's able to slide out. It looks.
Z's out.
Right onto the legs by Sydney.
Yeah, that was a great transition. Right to the legs. That's the name of the game. Got to keep attacking submissions in the arena.
Great, let's keep your foot planted. Foot planted.
You seen in the first match, Jack not being a fan of the legs, but Sydney definitely is. So
yeah, Sydney's working that ankle. Oh, that heel's getting cranked. Z's trying to get that
her knee is
free.
free. Yeah, she was able to kick out.
She was wincing for a second there, though. That was in.
Right on, attacking the leg again.
Now, let me ask you unbiasedly, how's Sydney's gas tank? Because obviously, you know, this can be a grueling game.
Yeah, it's good. You know, everyone's the traditional 5, 6, 7, 8 minute jiu-jitsu matches. Everyone's gas tank seems to be pretty good, but when it gets to the 25 minutes in there, it's hard to tell how people are going to react.
It's different.
But like I said, being in the home gym, the nerves are less.
Yeah.
Less pronounced. There it is.
There's a tap. Wow. Speaking of Sydney being at home, found that home submission.
Beautiful, Sydney.
And that was, what submission was that?
It looks like a heel hook.
Heel hook around the 240 mark around one. Yeah, wow. That was a great first round. Sydney came in, like a lot of times when you see people debuting, that first round's very feel it out, shaking some nerves, figuring out how the gas is going to work. Nah, straight to the gas. 4 or 5 submission attempts, and she finally got the heel hook.
Yeah, I don't think girls have that. I wasn't at the arena show where it was all the girls. I wasn't able to watch it, but girls, they really like to put it on each other.
Women are nasty, and I mean that in a good way. Y'all are freaking animals in the cage.
Good kind of nasty, yeah.
Round 2, here we go. Sydney's got the advantage. She just needs one more submission, and Z's got to find some work here.
Yeah, she has 2 rounds to find it. She doesn't have to get desperate or anything here. She has time to work.
No wrestling this time. Z pulled guard. We'll see how this works out. Yeah, and Sydney really has the option just to be patient and play it out for 10 minutes, but, you know, I heard in the corner that's not really the game plan here.
Yeah, I don't think that's really the game plan for anybody that trains out of here.
Main event, Eric, owner of the gym's in the corner, shouting advice, and she's on a leg again.
Again, that same leg.
Tap. She didn't want to, but she had to. Wow, what a match. What a debut.
What a debut.
And your winner out of the red corner, Sydney Lehman. Great match, guys. Congratulations. Welcome to Arena 1-0. How does it feel? That was a pretty quick debut.
Yeah, no, it feels amazing. I really wanted to work my leg lock, so I'm happy I got that opportunity.
And I mean, something I noticed is a lot of people who come in here and make their debuts, they have to feel it out, you know, they maybe spend 5 to 10 minutes not working many submissions. I think you attacked 5 to 6 submission attempts. You were nonstop, so is that just how you are all the time? Is that your style?
Yeah, we work sub only. Don't really go for points. Don't understand the point system. It's all about getting that sub.
And at 1-0 over an undefeated Arena Grappler, what are your plans with the promotion? Are we going to see you back in 2024?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to be back. Great, just great format, and yeah, I'm excited.
Well, go take a rest. Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Lehman.
Hey, I'm Zach Radigan. I train at Strategic Combat Academy. Long-time competitor. I've been here since the first Arena Grappling, and I don't know, just having a good time, competing.
And then, Joe, do you have submission numbers in front of you? Yeah. How many is Zach away from CJ?
2. 1. One's a tie. One's a tie. Let's go.
How you feel about taking that time, or getting that time and taking that from CJ?
I mean, I already went against my opponent today, and he beat me. Very hard to sub, so maybe CJ's gonna stay in the lead. I don't know, but I'll try my best. I feel like it's some like Alexander Volkanovski shit where it's like I'm going to his gym and like I'm going to compete against him there, but we saw how Islam versus Alex went, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to just try my best. I had 9 matches yesterday. I'm tired as hell, so probably going to pull guard, maybe wrestle a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Knockouts in Arena.
Yeah, I'm a head kicking. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sam Malloy. I'm from 10th Planet Bloomsburg. I'm just here to compete, have fun, and showcase the skill that I work so hard to develop. Expect fun. I'm here, I'm the future of the sport, and I just want to showcase that. So, big respect to Zach Radigan. He's the man. Any competitor, like any company out there, don't make me face this guy again. Absolutely terrified of his toe hold. He breaks a lot of feet. Don't want to deal with that again, but I think same thing that happened in the first match, gonna beat this guy. You know how it is.
Let's do it. All right, guys, here we go. Our next match, our new co-main event of the evening. Entering first out of the blue corner, the Psycho, with his Crocs on, Zach Radigan.
All right, Zach, he is 4-2 in the arena cage with 8 submissions. He's from Strategic Academy. He's a blue belt. He's got the second most submissions in arena, right? And also he's got experience in jiu-jitsu, MMA, wrestling, and kickboxing, so he's very well-rounded.
And his opponent, another debutant tonight, Sam Malloy.
Right, Sam Malloy. Ooh. That was an entrance. All right. He is also from Mid-World Martial Arts, a blue belt. He's looks like he's competed a ton already, and also he's pretty young. He says that he's still in high school, so you know, to get this kind of experience now.
18? Damn, bro. Damn, barely legal. That's crazy. It's so depressing when you meet an 18-year-old or a 14-year-old who could just rip your leg off.
And that's what he's coming out here to try to do.
Yeah, again, I'm new to all these mid-world guys, but I've seen Zach before, and Zach always brings a fun style.
Yeah, this
so
is
here
a
we go.
rematch. They had a match at Peace and Flow.
Place of Peace?
It was, yeah, or something like that. Yeah, and that was at unlimited time format.
Balance and Flow.
Yeah,
Balance and Flow.
There
Yeah,
you
they're
go. And Sam was
unlimited.
able to get a victory over him already.
Yeah, limited format. That's a tough one, man. No time limit.
Zach told me it was very back and forth until that 11-minute mark. He got caught with a rear naked choke, and that was history. Great double leg.
Ooh.
I will tell you, Zach looks a lot bigger.
He's
than
husky
Sam
boy.
does. He looks big.
Zach also had 9 matches yesterday in a
heard him saying
tournament.
that, yeah.
Back today. Zach was scheduled to fight Alex Pereira's training partner in an MMA match that fell through. Zach,
That's
his
a real
nickname-
story? That's real?
Oh, a real story, yeah. Zach is a psycho. That's why we call him the psycho.
That is impressive.
Hey, some people are just about that life, and apparently Zach is.
He's about that life, man.
Ooh.
Today was the first match he wasn't nervous for, too.
Ooh, he's got it. He's got it.
You got to feel the guy. You know what I mean? You got that competition.
Yes.
You know what he's bringing.
Sam said in our interview, he said he was really excited for the rematch, too, and they're having fun.
These guys are pretty wild so far. They are all over the place. Love to see it.
Yeah, he's an 18-year-old. He's going to be moving around this whole time.
That's so
Right?
crazy.
I feel tired for him, even though I know he's not tired, but I'm almost tired watching him. Ooh,
Zach's
Zach's
working on
got
a
a nice
leg.
little bite there. Sam's got a little bit of the knee line free, though, so Zach doesn't really have much except for maybe a little bit of a hold.
And Sam told me he doesn't really want to play legs with Zach just because of how many feet Zach's broken, but I think he was kind of kidding.
But,
Yeah, I don't know that I believe him.
Yeah.
I don't believe him.
I think all these guys got pretty good leg game.
Everyone except for me.
And me. So
I agree with the first match. I am not a fan of legs.
See, I am. I'm all about the leg lock game.
that scares me.
I'm like that lazy bottom player. So I'm just like, just bring your leg to me.
Give me your leg
I'll
so
just
I can
go
take
ahead.
it.
Just, yeah, please.
Quick way to get in and out, though. It really is. It doesn't take much.
I mean, Sydney's match. 2 quick legs.
Right? Exactly.
I should start coming to leg lock classes.
Sam's just walking around. We got a little
Doing some
dreidel
circles
thing going.
here, you know.
Zach with his infamous dreidel guard. Just coined a term.
I mean, he reminds me of a little bit of Gary Tonin.
Ooh, trying to catch a leg. Yeah, I mean, they've went against each other before, so Sam knows what to expect. But if you haven't, I don't know how you prepare for this kind of style.
Gotta be tough. It's gotta be
It's
tough.
interesting. And what is Sam? Was Sam excited for this match all week? Talking it up?
He's excited to compete all the time. He's
Yeah.
still a kid. He's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He just wants to get out there and do it.
Yeah, you see Sam, he's just trying to figure out where to enter. You know, it's like Zach's just making it really hard for him.
Well, Zach's attacking legs all day, it seems. And his game plan is
Beautiful.
Yeah. Ooh. That was almost a nice little back take, Sam, there. Right.
Was that a De La Hiva? Is that what that was?
No.
No?
No.
What was that? What's that flip thing called?
It was like a Berimbolo.
Berimbolo, that's it. White belt trying to get my terminology. Sorry, Cat and AJ. Damn it.
We'll give you a pass. You created terms
It's all right,
for the
it's all right.
dreidel
I did.
guard.
The dreidel guard's mine. So
Yeah, there you go. People are going to think that's real.
this
fine.
comes out I think the night of Hanukkah too. Perfect. Look at that. 4 minutes of the first round. They're just trying to figure out an opening for each other.
Yeah, so it's like they were kind of in a little bit of the 50-50, but you see Zach, he gets a nice little bite on the foot, and he really doesn't want to let go.
1 minute left.
Yeah, it's hard for Sam to get all the way through because every time he tries to knee cut it all, he grabs onto a leg.
Respectful, making sure they're good. Little kick. Eric making jokes. What a fun time.
Yeah, it's not like he has a main event coming up anytime soon or anything.
Yeah,
eh?
he's vibing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a main event I'm excited for. Johnny and Eric. It's going to be cool.
Ooh. Have about 30 seconds left here. This has been a back and forth match so far.
Very back and forth.
Yeah, very scrambly, very high paced.
This is one of the few matches I'd be okay with there being no breaks and say, guys, keep going, you know.
Ooh.
As you said, he had 9 matches yesterday. You got to assume he's feeling some of that from yesterday.
Sam's working his way in.
He's trying to fish in for that heel hook, but you see Zach has got, he's got the boot on.
Ooh. Maybe saved by the bell. We'll never know. We'll never know. Oh, man, Sam looks super tired. I'm just kidding. Not at all. He's just smiling and laughing at me.
He's calm. He doesn't know. Just being a kid, you know what I mean? You don't know.
That's what I mean, yeah.
You don't know. He doesn't know that this is supposed to be super hard. He's just out here having fun.
You don't realize how good you had it when you're 18, 19 until you're like, I don't know, I'm 26 and I'm just starting to notice, like, damn, like, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I was in his shoes once fighting. I had my first kickboxing fight at 18, and you'll come to the gym, you don't stretch out, you just get right into doing what you got to do. And I'm only 23 now, and I got to spend some time stretching things out. Everything hurts, so.
It gets worse.
Oh, you guys are babies.
Sorry. I just think MMA, once you turn 25, or I guess maybe 22, it's just like downhill.
I had the great idea of doing an MMA fight 2 days before my 40th birthday.
Oh, that'll do it.
Best idea ever.
You felt that for what, all of 40?
Pretty much.
I feel
Pretty
these
much.
training sessions for half the year, so it's like, yeah, can't even imagine.
All right, round number 2.
18, and I don't know how old Zach is, but young and spry.
Yeah, I don't think he's too old, but when Sam's so much younger than everybody else,
Zach's old.
Yeah.
Well, Zach's got the beard, too. He looks like he's old.
We'll just say he's experienced.
Yes, which he is.
There we go.
Second most submissions in arena against his buddy CJ Berkheimer. They always have that little back and forth. They want to take that from each other. Zach's got to get to work if he wants to do it. He did say before the match, though, he said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get multiple submissions because Sam's very hard to submit.
Yeah, as you can see, like he's hard to hold down. You saw he was really trying to both things from top and bottom. Like Zach was trying, a lot of leg lock attempts. He wasn't really able to hold on to Sam's legs for very long. Even trying to pass here, like he's still. It's really hard to pass Sam's guard.
Yeah, his legs are just constantly active, always trying to reassume guard. What belt is Sam?
Blue belt.
Blue belt?
Blue belt, yeah.
Yeah, this guy's going to be a monster. He's like 25 and a purple or brown belt. Jeez.
He's a good competitor. He turns it on out there usually.
And he's still in high school?
He's still in high school.
That's so impressive.
All right.
Oh, now they're
We got some aggressive collar ties. We got some shoves.
Push off the cage, little Pettis style.
A little calf kick there from Zach.
Yeah. Let's throw MMA, boys.
Nice to see it.
Fair enough.
There's just a little bit of, a trip, but without having, the upper body control.
I
It's
can
fine.
deal with the trips. It's the slams that make me yell.
Hard takedowns. The hard takedowns.
Hard takedowns. Hard takedowns.
No slams in arena.
No slams in arena. There has never been a slam, and I've never had to do anything more than 2 takes. Yeah, they're really just trying to get a position here. This has been
Great hips there from Zach. Right back on him. Sam is up against the cage.
Zach's doing a good job with his head positioning. And now they're back to the middle. We saw a round of leg entanglements. We're seeing a round of wrestling. The third round, I wonder what it'll be.
Yeah, I think like both guys were just trying to change up their game plan the second round because obviously first round it was a draw, so trying something a little bit different, maybe use a takedown to get into that more dominant top position instead of trying to work on your passes instead.
Along with being a high school student, Sam's also a high school wrestler. So
Yep. You can see the wrestling. Leads with the head.
That's because he's a kid. His head's so hard he could just slam it in from
Yeah,
still.
he's good. He's got that fresh chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Teenagers all have like hard skulls, right?
Yep. Yeah, now Sam's using his head great. Definitely wrestler.
Yeah, he's got that single leg. Let's see if he
Almost
can.
had that single leg, man.
Yeah.
Looks like they're playing a little bit of mercy here.
Yeah, a little bit of talking between Zach and Sam's corner.
Oh yeah, they're very evenly matched, and it shows. Like the banter, the styles, makes for a fun match.
Yeah. Ooh.
Team double.
He has his neck wrapped up here.
Oh,
that's a tap.
That got the tap. Wow. There was only
40 seconds.
wow 3:40, a minute left. Zach got it, and now Sam is going to be interesting because he had to figure out Arena, but now he's got to figure out Arena coming back, being down in the third round.
I don't think this is going to be something that gets to him. I don't think anything's going to change. Like I said, being a kid, you have that unwavering confidence, just being a teenager and getting out there and competing. So he's going to come out strong here, I feel.
And maybe it's going to add some pressure to where he turns the gas on and goes for more attacks. I mean, he has to, third round.
Yeah, he does. If he doesn't get a finish here, there's no overtime. So that's that tough spot, getting finished in the second round where you have to go for it, but then the overtime's next if he does get it. So
yeah, so you got to think in this third round when you're already down one leg, are you going to take more risks than, are you going to chance it a little bit?
And an immediate adjustment from Sam, led with the head in the middle, and he's already got a leg.
Ooh.
Take it.
Oh.
Whoa! And Zach's all smiles. That was a 12
second straight ankle lock. Like you saw that Sam went right for that leg, but dropped down right into single leg X, right into his straight ankle.
And I mean, maybe it's while Sam's right here in the corner, that is a new arena grappling submission record. That's the fastest submission. That's the fastest submission in arena grappling right there. What a debut.
18-year-old Sam Malloy out here setting records.
Wow.
Look at him. Look at him go.
But now, it's a break. Sam said, oh, there might be a little.
You ready?
All right.
Sam said maybe a break, and Zach's saying, doesn't matter, I'm going to roll into it. Sam's going to attack that ankle right away.
That's smart.
That is smart. Bring violence back to the sport. But
Yeah,
there's
so
10
now-
minutes now.
So this is the first time we've seen overtime today.
For 10 minutes.
Oh, no, he's going right for that. What adjustment did he make in that second round? Crazy.
Listen to his coach. He listened to Eric.
It's good coaching.
Eric was talking to the commentary, making sure that we caught his good coaching in between the rounds.
Yeah, and I mean, hot start to overtime. Woo!
If Sam's smart, he should just get right back into the leg entanglements and go right for it. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody get hurt, but if it's already a little bit damaged, you might
I mean,
as
it's
well
a
go for
competition.
it.
If you know
for real.
something's hurt, you target it. I've always been one of those people. If in MMA, if a leg's hurt, kick it. If target, you with your weapons what you can.
Exactly. I mean, you see it all the time, even in just regular jiu-jitsu. Like, if you're going into a competition, you need a brace. Like, you got to put a brace on, both elbows, both ankles, both knees. Like, you don't want to just point out that one has a brace.
And I mean, hey, if Zach was hearing us say this, I don't think he'd be mad. He agrees.
He's attacking it again, that same leg.
Oh, man. This is where I start to get squeamish.
Yeah, so in this endurance format, this is the first time we've seen the overtime round. So both fighters are up, 1-0. They're 1-1. So this is a 10-minute round, right? First person to submit wins. If there's no submission, then it's a draw.
He let the heel go through.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that ankle's going to be feeling it. Hate to see it, but
it's his driving leg.
Was a beautiful submission. I mean, that just speaks to the toughness, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm quitting. I'm going home if that happens to me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's not trying to take the L here, Even if he's injured, he's still trying for the win, or if it comes down to a draw,
And as friendly as these two have been, there's obviously a lot of animosity, too. They have a history. They're going at it hard. Even if they're friendly, they both want to beat each other.
Ooh, buggy choke.
Buggy choke.
See the buggy. It's not
very
quite
tight. It doesn't look like.
Especially, I think that's his bad ankle, so he's not really going to be able to kind of triangle his own leg.
Oh, man. Rolling with a broken ankle. No, thank you.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to limit his mobility if he did feel a pop or anything. But hey, doesn't even look like it's that bad.
If he's able to break through this buggy guard here and pass across, he might be able to get a head and arm choke.
And Zach's trying to grab that
Yeah,
ankle.
he's almost using it to sweep as well.
Yeah, he might end up on his back.
Ooh.
Oh. He's got that buggy.
Oh, what a match, man. That one got my juices going. Zach's a psycho. Sam, also a psycho. 2 certified psychos up in there. Boys, hell of a freaking match. What corner is that?
Yeah.
And your winner, out of the blue corner, Zach Radigan. Great match, guys. Do you wanna sit? Yeah. Come on, let's sit. Come on, sit. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner. There's Psycho, Zach Radigan. That if you're a psycho, that was it. That was insane. First of all, is your ankle okay? What happened there?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow morning, right? So I just got to make sure. I got a long drive home. I got to make sure I'm good. So you saw me at the last round, overtime. I was hiding it from him. He ripped that. Yo, he on his Instagram, you see his motto is "Grip it and rip it," and he did just that, man. My foot is honestly fucked right now, but I'm gonna try to get out of here, go back home before it swells up. Where was that energy from him in round 1 and 2? What the hell? Wait, yo, are you trying to fake me out, bro? Where you at? He left? All right, whatever. But yo, yeah, man, I wanted to work my wrestling because yesterday I was working some good guard passing and takedowns. I felt confident in that. I don't know. I just I let the psycho out once I felt my foot. I was like, fuck it, I gotta finish this buggy real quick. But I think I'm just yapping right now, right? I'm just
a little bit. Yeah, you got that injury adrenaline going.
Yeah,
so we'll get you out of here in a minute. But I have
Joe, edit that, bro. Make me sound less stupid, please.
No, you sound great, Zach. You're one of our faves. And I don't see Joe, and I would like Joe for confirmation, but I have more good news for you to help you cheer you up for a second. I think you now have the most submissions in arena over CJ Berkheimer. So how's that feel, man?
It's all right. It's fine.
Last question, I promise. Then I'll let you be in pain.
Yes, sir.
1-1 between you two now. We getting that trilogy in 2024?
Sam.
Yeah, with Sam.
Nah. No thanks.
Well, hey, 2's good for me. Zach Radigan, congratulations. The psycho will let him be. Congratulations. You need help getting out of here? Here.
I'm good.
Come on, we got you, bro. I'm good. We'll strap you to my roof, man. We'll get you home. You good? Yeah. That's the bad one.
Hey guys, my name's Anthony Gojani. Me and my brother are the head coaches of Rigoro Gym. I came to Arena because I sincerely believe this is the best format for aggressive submission fighters. I mean, I don't feel too much. I mean, Eric's got a twister, but that's about it.
My name's Eric Strasser, out of Mid-World Martial Arts, 10th Planet Bloomsburg. You asked me what brings me to Arena Grappling. Arena Grappling came to me. This is my gym, Mid-World Martial Arts. This is my team. We're here to put out. I'm training in this cage multiple times a week, training my fighters in here, getting the wall work, getting the cage work. Usually being in Bloomsburg, competition, we usually got to drive hours. You know, it's nice to just wake up, take a 5-minute drive, show up to my home, and compete on my mats. Represent the 10th Planet system. I'm here to show that the system works. I'm here to show that to show my team that the techniques that we practice, the techniques we utilize, they get the job done. Had a hard time finding footage of his competitions. Seems really confident. Talked a little bit of smack on Instagram. Right, it's kind of a shame I'm gonna have to wait a week to rub his nose in.
All right, here we go. All right, guys, it is time for your main event. Entering first, out of the blue corner, Anthony Gojani.
All right, Anthony is 1-0 here in the Arena Grappling Cage. He's from Rigoro. He's a black belt, right? And in his comments, he said he's Albanian and his parents are from Kosovo, and he really likes jiu-jitsu, and he doesn't do anything else but jiu-jitsu.
And his opponent, making his arena debut and owner of Mid-World Martial Arts, out of the red corner, Eric Strasser.
Right. Eric is debuting here at Arena. Like you said, he's from Mid-World Martial Arts. He's a black belt, and he's been coaching everyone tonight, so it's nice to see him in the cage this time.
Yeah, Eric is head honcho at the gym we are in, so I'm very excited to see this one go down.
I'm nervous.
I would have been, anytime my coach goes, I'm nervous. Switching up corners here for the main event, getting you all proper. And I mean, this is an interesting one because Gojani's made some noise this week on social media with an interview with me, calling a lot of people in arena out, saying the belt's basically his. He has a lot of confidence, a lot of hype coming in, and Eric's just looking to shut it up.
Yeah. And, you know, last time, like, because apparently Gojani hadn't really competed that much. He's just been training, but now he's just, like, all in the competition scene. But Eric's been around a while, you know? He's super experienced. You know, both these guys have competed recently within the last, like, few weeks as well. So they're constantly active. I'm even on a card with Anthony in, like, 2 more weeks. So.
And Eric's much bigger than Anthony, too. Anthony weighed in at, I think, 160-something for a 185 fight, so big size difference.
Yeah, and Anthony's also, he's a young black belt as well.
Yeah, young and hungry, just based on all the comments. But, I mean, I love selling fights, and he's doing just that, but Eric's trying to take the back here.
Yeah, Anthony's got like a nice little bite on that arm, but he wasn't really able to. It was just more annoying, you know, that Eric really had to deal with it. But hey, Eric's on top, even though it's in closed guard. All right.
Like a kitty playing with a ball of yarn.
Eric has a few cats at home. That's not that he's never seen before.
He's used to it. It's fine. It's fine.
Eric's got the Captain Spaulding tattoo. Love it. Yeah, and Gojani told me he's expecting an early first-round submission and an early second-round submission, and that's a wrap.
So he doesn't want to waste time.
He's not looking to be in here a long time. Yeah, but he corrects himself and says it's kind of strong now.
Like I said earlier, we have some talkers in the cage here tonight.
Yeah, it's in the talking cage.
I mean, that's one thing when they can hear the commentators. We're right next to them, so you know.
Give the fans what they want. And right now, Eric's looking to figure out a way to pass this guard. Gojani's got his feet locked, keeping it tight.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for any offense to get mounted with that body triangle. He's going to have to open it up, and when he does, Eric's going to look to pass.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with having that, you know, the triangled closed guard. Because you are going to have to open it eventually when you pretty much try any type of offense from there. So it's like you can't really hit anything while your legs are still closed. So it's a lot just kind of more of a control position, like he just is trying to keep him there.
In Gojani's debut, extremely dominant. I don't think there was even a second of that match where he wasn't in control or attacking. This is a little different so far. It's not that he's not being out controlled, but he's being stifled. That's for sure. Eric seems strong, very heavy.
He is.
Yeah. Now you see Anthony. Oh, he's coming around to maybe take the back.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Oh.
He switched to the back take.
Wow, that was
sneaky.
Beautiful. And he's deep on that. That's not under the chin, but that's where you want it to be. Eric's looking to fight hands. And he's out. That was tight there for a second, for sure. He had that chin and elbow perpendicular.
Yeah, now he's got to address, you know, Gojani's body triangle, because that's the thing. He's got the really long legs. It's really easy to get that body triangle. So now it's going to be really hard to escape. Oh, looking for kind of almost like a twister.
Oh, wow,
really
right back in the full guard. He did a good job stopping the full mount.
Yeah, he did. Eric's a long competitor, long and lanky, so it's probably going to take him a little bit of settling in period to find somebody that's also long and lanky and deal with
I'm
that.
used to seeing Eric, though, with the one with the closed guard and working rubber guard and everything. So this is new.
I mean, if I'm 15 to 20 pounds heavier than my opponent, I'm also going to spend it on top of them.
Yeah, but technically, I mean, when it comes to jiu-jitsu, Anthony's the one that has all the offense here in closed guard, though. So weight doesn't matter so much when it comes to this position, just because even if Eric really tries to, you know, try and put weight on him, it's just making it more advantageous for Anthony to lock in, you know, some type of a submission or control for a sweep.
I just see the second he did open up that guard, Eric looked to pass, and he had to lock that up again.
Yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting round 2 to see Eric open up a little more with his attacks because, yes, he's settling in, which is, I just feel like I've been saying all night, competitors typically take that first arena round and really figure it out, settle in, figure out the pace, and looks like he's still pretty fresh in there.
Got a nice little foot on the bicep there. Trying to control that to maybe open up his legs.
And this round is coming to an end. They're talking about licking each other. Don't know what that's about. And, I mean, that was a close round. Without any spoilers for the rest of the card, not that was a boring round, but that was a slow-paced round compared to this card.
Yeah, I mean, black belt level, you kind of get that a lot because they have this feeling out period. You know, they really respect each other and that they know if they make one tiny mistake, any black belt is going to absolutely capitalize on it.
And it's a lot of the stuff Kojani said. You know what I mean? He speaks brash, and you know that Eric wants to shut him up. You know that he wants to defend his words, too. So either you say things like that and you come out and you really do it, or you have to be patient to be able to find those openings so you don't look stupid.
Yeah.
And black belts with their movements, less energy, less exertion. Everything's with a purpose. There's just it's a slower, more methodical pace overall.
Yeah, they're a lot more calculated.
Right. How did that trash talk resonate in the gym this week?
Eric's fired up for it.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool. They were both chirping back and forth a little bit beforehand on good fun. But it's a little trash talk's always fun.
Yeah, so you see Kojani instantly pulled guard, pretty much same game plan as the first round so far, but now you're going to see, hopefully, Eric tries to stay out of his close guard. He's trying to really pass over his butterfly guard that he has, which, again, someone with really long legs, it's a little bit
He's a long boy.
harder.
Long boy.
Because if you do pass, nice high mount there, high guard. So he's really trying to get his legs. Ooh.
I can't see if
maybe a little bit of if he triangles over the shoulders, it really locks in their arms a little bit. You got options like Dead Orchard arm bars, things like that as well.
And, I always love these matches too, where it's coach of a gym against coach of a gym. It just seems like there's always extra weight behind it. Not to say that the winner's gym is better, but that's how they compete almost. You know what I mean?
In one of the coaches' gyms too, to add that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who that's harder for, Eric, because, if you don't win in front of your gym, you feel as a coach I let my team down maybe, even if that's not the case. And then Kojani coming in on enemy territory is also hard, so it's a lot of pressure for both these guys.
For sure. I think that, along with being black belts in the higher level, plays to the slower pace of this match.
But I think they also do it from motivation, too. It's like you always lead from the front, So it's... If your guys are in there, if you have a leader that's also going to get in there as well, it's just... It's your esprit de corps in the gym.
Yep.
Especially since, almost half of the fighters here today were from Midworld.
Yes.
So.
Midworlds look great. I'm excited to get you guys back on more cards. Yeah, 3 minutes. It definitely seems like Anthony's having a hard time with this strength. But oppositely, Eric hasn't really been able to pass this guard yet.
Yeah, he's definitely got, Kojani's definitely got this hard close guard to be able to open up.
Yeah, especially like I said earlier with the body triangle. It's hard to mount any offense or defensively to pass and get out of it.
Yep.
Especially with those long legs.
Yeah, it's so long. Such a long guy.
Yeah, because it's even if you try and stand up, he's still going to be able to follow you. His legs aren't even going to break open.
Yeah, and then, as much as this, fit body lock might be helping, you got to go for more offense, too, if you're Kojani. You have to.
Yeah, you got to back up what you say. When you say a lot of stuff like that, you got to be active.
I mean, there's a lot of people responding to the talk, too, saying, yeah, man, you better win. I want you next, whatever it be. So, yep, pressure's on, like I said.
Yeah, he's really trying for, a little bit of that shoulder crunch position, trying to pass the arm over, maybe to try and take the back again like he did that first round. But you see Eric has got his hands locked on the bottom, so it's a lot harder for Kojani to try and get control of his arm there.
Anything can happen. Still a lot of time left, but this match has overtime written all over it. In a good way. This isn't a boring
another round after this.
Yeah, we have about 2 minutes left here in the second round.
Yeah, I don't even think we've been in a position tonight where that third round's sudden death. I think there's been a submission going in every third round, so get a little sudden death action if nobody finds a submission here in 90 seconds.
He's got that nice overhook, and he's trying to work that armbar. If he can get his leg underneath Eric's face, then he can start to set up, a little bit of an armbar.
Eric's doing a great job keeping that head pasted to Gojani, though. It's a third limb.
1 minute.
Minute left here in the second round. Still no submissions from either competitor. And Gojani's trying to come around the back again. Oh, he's using it
The first bit of action here where we have a pass.
Yeah,
you see, Eric waited for, the right time. Basically, he just waited.
Attack the legs here, go for a Barambola.
Ooh. Ooh, maybe a little bit of a calf slicer. I think maybe there's a little collision of legs or
40 seconds to work.
Oh, he's probably going to use it to try and take his back instead, but ooh, these legs are all intertwined.
Yeah, this is a lot of leg length going
I mean,
on.
we could see him go for almost like a banana split.
Gojani, I don't even know what this is. I'm just going to shut up.
Yeah, so you see calf slicer.
Locked in a little bit.
Oh, he's able.
Time.
Ooh.
That guy, I was getting a little dicey there. And yeah, we heard, I don't know if it was a crack or pop or just legs clanking against each other, but they stopped to make sure each other was okay, so.
Yeah, it also could have been like an accidental kick to the face or something.
Yeah.
It was. I don't think it was so much of a pop of someone. It was just, accidental something.
Anytime legs even touch each other in the sport, I start moving around in my seat and expecting so.
Right, because especially when you pull down on kind of that calf slicer and someone tries to kick their leg up, it's just.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Radigan, who we saw compete tonight, has broken someone's foot in front of me in the arena cage, and then the guy still kept going for 2 more rounds. It was crazy. So, jiu-jitsu's nasty. Nate's doing a great job as ref tonight. He said no extra time. It's 30 seconds. Get the hell out of here, corners. Let's keep it going.
You could hear in the corner here for Eric. Oscar told him that when he passes the guard, that's when he's having the most success. It's getting out of that body triangle, that hard guard.
Yep. Oh, Eric tries to do this time, and Johnny says, I don't know about that.
And he says Eric says, no, I'm the one playing guard this time.
Third round, no submission, so whoever gets a submission wins. If there's no submission, we'll go to overtime, which is 10 minutes, but you can consider this overtime. It's sudden death.
Yeah, and you see Gojani was able to just kind of use, an underhook and just knee cut past him. So if he's using, kind of his, a little bit more of, a leg staple, maybe he's trying to go a little bit more of, a Kimura? Ooh.
Wow.
Locked in a triangle there.
About 4.5 minutes to try to survive or get out of this triangle, but for Gojani, this is the best shot he's had.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Wow, he got the tap.
Yeah, you saw Eric was trying to keep his shoulder away a little bit, but Gojani was able to put that fist right in that space.
You're good, bro. And your winner out of the blue corner, Anthony Gojani. Great match, Scott. You need a second? Good. Well, Anthony Gojani, congratulations. You found the late submission in the third round, a sudden death moment. How does it feel to be 2-0 with Arena?
Well, first things first, earlier this week, November 28th, it was Albanian Independence Day, so I couldn't lose this month. I really had to work hard for my country.
And then, you're in enemy water here. You just defeated Eric, whose gym it is, beautiful facility. Their guys came out and fought super hard today, had a good day. I mean, was that an obstacle to come in, in quotes, behind enemy territory and get a win?
Listen, I have one person I want to call out. Jake, do you know who that is?
Do your thing, man.
All right, Jake. I'm gonna call out Zach Chamois, however the hell you say his last name. That guy is terrible. The only thing he's good at is guard passing, and he's not even that good at that. I faced a way tougher opponent tonight. I'm gonna destroy you, Zach. You've been talking a lot of crap online. Coming for you.
Zach Shomos and Anthony Gojani in 2024. But ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Gojani, your winner. And Radigan said, "Ah!" Good job, man. You guys kicked ass. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Arena 13. What a card, and I promise you our last of 2023. But please stay tuned. 2024 is going to be a huge year on Arena and for our Arena Plus subscribers. Happy holidays, enjoy the show, and we'll see you soon.